clear my throat, take a drink of water. Alright, folks, let's see what we got going on here. We got Into the Void. Patch notes, update 1.1. New World Into the Void, update 1.1. Downtime will begin for all regions 5 a.m. Pacific time, or 1 p.m. UTC on November 18th. Expected downtime is 4 hours. Greetings Adventurers, Into the Void is graduated from the public test realm and is releasing into the main New World game. This update includes the new Void Gauntlet weapon, awesome, looking forward to that, allowing you to manipulate the powers of the Void to support your allies and debilitate your enemies with this magical DPS/support hybrid. You will also be able to face off against the new and fierce Varangian Knight enemy type as you ascertain their true intentions and why they've arrived in Aeternum. Into the Void contains hundreds of other changes and bug fixes, from faster movement speed on roads, okay, not bad, I'll take that, to linking trading posts, which I'm curious what that's going to do, to new quests. You can find the full update notes on our new releases section of the website, where all major updates will be shared. As always, thanks for your support. We'll see you in Aeternum. So let's see here. Okay, this should be it. Alright, new weapon, Void Gauntlet in the spotlight. Let's see, Void Gauntlet has manifested in Aeternum. Manipulate the powers of the Void to support your allies and debilitate your enemies with this magical damage support hybrid weapon. It's the first weapon to scale on both intelligence and focus, making it a great pairing with the life staff and other magical weapons. So we're going to see a lot more life staffs, I imagine. A lot more healers, a lot more benefit to being a healer. Adventurers will be able to progress through 2 weapon mastery trees, allowing the player to manipulate the void magic in different ways. The Annihilation tree focuses on maximizing damage at close range and revolves around Void Blade, a summoned blade of corrosive void energy. The Decay tree offers ranged healing, okay, it's got healing abilities, and debuffs, and revolves around Orb of Decay, a dual-phase projectile that can debuff enemies and heal allies. With its arsenal of buffs and debuffs, the Void Gauntlet is perfect for group combat and can significantly bolster your allies at the expense of your enemies. And it looks good. I like this energy sword look they got going on here. I'm a big fan. Daddy-like. And that's like Shang-Chi 10 Rings type shit going on here. Oh, yeah. These are some good screenshots. Wow. I love it. I love a good aesthetic. Okay. New enemies. The Varangian Knights. The Varangians are a force of invading knights currently raiding southeastern Aeternum. They are led by Lord Commander Atalis, a Gaul with a reputation for brutality and a twisted sense of humor. Commander Atalis and the Varangians are vassals to a powerful warlord named Varric, the Hammer Iznov. They have been sent to southeastern Aeternum in search of magical artifacts and arcane lore left behind by the Crimson Sorcerer. Their goal is to secure magical weapons that will help their lord in his conquests. The Varangians are fiercely competitive and will vie with one another to curry favor with Lord Commander Atalis. So secure magical weapons that will help their lord in his conquests. That almost makes me wonder... Magical artifacts and arcane lore. Wonder if we're going to be competing against them for these, trying to acquire the artifacts and whatever instead of them. Why these fearsome warriors have arrived is a question to all. Face off against multiple new types of enemies, including the Varangian Hewer, Varangian Scout, Varangian Knight, and Varangian Archer, as you ascertain what they are chasing in Aeternum. And they got some cool looking armor. I do like the looks of that. Where is this? I can't tell where that is. Or if it's just going to be like a whole new little place that they've made here. A little outpost or yeah, that looks really nice. I'm a big fan. Hopefully there's some high level of these guys lurking around somewhere I'm gonna try to loot him for that. That's just so sick. It's got like a kind of like a bone plate. Oh yeah, it's got like a full ribs. I love that. It's very cool. Very, very cool stuff. Cool. World experience. Here we go. World added starter zone visual variety and improvements. Updated visuals have been added to the starting areas. Corruption and withered visuals have been amplified in farms and points of interest. All right, interesting. I'm curious about this because I feel like corruption has been pretty hefty, or I guess like the corruption like spawns themselves. The visual's pretty hefty, but on points of interest, it's kind of toned down a little bit. You can see when there's corruption, but it's definitely nowhere near the same as when you're doing the little corruption pop-ups. Ezra's Forge has been updated and moved from Amarine Temple to Southwest. Run faster on roads. Shut up. While running on roads, you will now receive a movement bonus. Movement speed bonus at 10% while traveling on roads. The move speed bonus will not trigger unless the player has been running for 3 seconds and they are on a road. The movement speed bonus will be cancelled if a player engages in combat in any way, such as dodging, blocking, attacking, or being hit with a debuff. Alright, so it's only out of combat. So it could prove to be... My camera froze. Stupid. Anywho, that could prove to be kind of annoying if, well, it doesn't say, it says dodging, blocking, attacking, or being hit with a debuff. So only if you're hit with a debuff, but not if you're just hit? Because that could make a difference, but I feel like most enemies, when they hit you, apply some kind of debuff anyway. So I don't know. Maybe it'll make it a little nicer, a little bit of a quality of life improvement, but I still want to see mounts. Let me see some mounts, please. Give me a horse. Just a horse, that's all. Give me a tiny little pony. I'll be happy. The move speed bonus is not active while players actively engaged in wars, outpost rush, or duels. Okay. Added a plus 10% luck bonus and a plus 30% gathering luck bonus to players flagged for PvP. That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that one a lot. I run around PvP flagged all the time, and just for that little extra bonus that it has already, and just for the fun of being PvP flagged, but add some more PvP flagging bonuses definitely are beneficial. Notable bug fixes. Fixed issues with various AI stuck in cliffs or boulders. Nice. Alright, seen a lot of those. Fixed issues with boss gating and triggering in expeditions, where some doors would show as closed but would be open instead. Ooh. I haven't encountered that one. Fixed several issues in expeditions that allowed players to attack enemies without getting hit or heal teammates without being in an encounter. Interesting. Yeah, never encountered those either. Various enemy vitals, names, and versions have been updated or fixed. Fixed various issues with missing or incorrect world collision and navigation mesh. Hopefully that includes the walkways around Restless Shore, because those, I get stuck on those like all the time. Just run around Restless Shore. It's real annoying. Those little ramps, it seems like they just stick you. Quests. New PvP faction missions added. Control points. Seize control of a fort. Intercept. Defeat enemy faction members and collect their tiers. Love it. War camp loot. Retrieve hidden plans at the enemy's war camp. We've updated several quests in the main storyline to improve the player experience with more compelling dynamics, including wave encounters, destructible objects, cool, and proximity tracking nodes. I'm curious what they mean by proximity tracking nodes. So maybe just like hunting things through proximity? I don't know. But I'm excited for quest updates because It is a little dry, especially running the same PvP quests over and over and over and over again. So I wonder if these will hopefully not replace the ones currently, but just be added in addition to them. I feel like I read notes previously that detailed that a little more, but I'm not sure. Destructible objects will be cool, as well as wave encounters. As a result of these changes, players may find their progress reset for some main storyline quests. The quests Old Stone Remembers and New Initiate Old Order have undergone more extensive restructuring, and players who were on these quests will need to return to Jonas in Fisherman's Bend to re-accept the quests. Okay, I think I'm well beyond that point. Updated the location of one of the survivalist Wolfden quests in First Light to reduce amount of travel. The encounter design has also been updated to a wave event in all 3 starter zones. Interesting. Notable bug fixes. Starting zone faction missions have been updated so early players will not be given missions to hunt sheep. Okay. Faction rank 2 quests are now offered at level 20. I do remember actually, like one of my first faction missions was to hunt sheep, and I don't think I ever managed to make it. So maybe that's why you just don't encounter sheep as much at a lower level. Faction rank 2 quests are now offered at level 20, but are still recommended for level 25 plus players. Okay, that's cool because it was very confusing. It's like, oh, you need to be level 20, but also you can't do the quest until level 25, but it's recommended 20, recommended 25. I don't know. It was confusing. It was weird trying to figure out, like, why can't I do this quest? And you actually have to be level 25 for it. Return to Innkeep quests now reward the proper amount of Azoth. Map pins were updated for hunt missions in Elder's Gate to be more accurate. Cool. I like more accurate map pins because they've been kind of back and forth on their reliability. 2 elite faction assassination missions in Brightwood. Target elite enemies that only spawn at night. We've updated the quest text to specify this requirement. That's good. I mean, I already know that now, but you know, being able to have known it sooner would have been useful. When you're just kind of standing around, waiting for the enemies to spawn, or not sure why they're not spawning. Various text fixes for typos, moving of quest locations, and reinforcement of story. Cool. Revised naming conventions for town projects to better distinguish them from faction missions. Huh, okay. Fixed expedition loot PvE faction mission within the Garden of Genesis. Fixed a mismatch in the text requirement and actual requirements for the To Be a Grandmaster fishing quest. Fixed an issue with PvP spy missions not being completed in non-settled zones. Interesting. Okay, I haven't encountered any non-settled zones. Or like, I don't know. Added voiceover fixes for multiple NPCs. Cool. Fixed various issues causing NPCs to not complete their animations. I've seen a lot of animation glitches and stuff with NPCs. Kind of bouncing back and forth and stuff. Fixed various issues causing incorrect loot tags to display. Cool. That's one I have definitely encountered plenty. Hopefully they also get fixing the just the user interface displays with like people's names and stuff. World Tech. Notable bug fixes. Fix an issue causing certain AI to spawn more frequently than intended. Alright, so turn down some respawn timers a little bit because some of them are nuts and like you can't even make it through an area fast enough for without the enemies respawning on top of you. Fix various issues that could occur when interacting with the journal entries scattered across the world. I don't think I've encountered any issues with journal entries. Definitely with NPCs though. Fix an issue with town projects board failing to refresh. Cool. PvP experience bonus will no longer apply when in an expedition. Ah, smart. I. General AI. Here we go. New lost enemies. Withered Swarmmancer. Withered Beetle. Lost Shaman. Lost Alligator Pet. Lost Alligator Pet? Like for us? Oh, well, it says new AI enemies. So, I guess now the Lost will have little alligator pets. Do we get pets? I want pets. Or mounts. Probably mounts before pets. I'd take mount well before I took a pet, but a pet would be cool. Just saying. Ancient Guardian. Or maybe like a... sorry, time out. Back to what I was saying. Maybe like a Beast of Burden? Can we get a Beast of Burden? Beast of Burden and a mount? Am I asking too much? God, I hope not. Ancient Guardians got a new skeleton mage enemy. Corrupted villager updates. The strong corrupted laborer has put down his pickaxe and picked up some weights, now looking larger than ever. Villagers have had their attack sets reviewed and reworked to better differentiate them. Nice. Let's look at these pictures here. I'm assuming this is the skeleton mage. That's very cool looking. I like that mask. Holy smokes, what is this one? Swarmmancer. Withered Swarmmancer. Looks like some kind of bug casting enemy. Alright. Can almost see something there. I can't quite make it out. Maybe it's just a swarm of some kind of withered something or another. Withered Beetle. That thing looks nuts. That's very cool though. It's cool to see something new. A new mob type that's not, you know, like a wolf or a boar or a bear. Cool. Alright. Bug fixes and AI tuning. General fixed an issue where AI could sometimes get pushed into invalid areas, causing them to die. I've seen that. I've seen like an AI like run straight into a rock and just like fall through the rock and die. Fix an issue that caused health potions to generate threat. Wow. Fix an issue that caused AI to become unresponsive if a large quantity of players were nearby. Fix an issue that could cause some objects spawned by bosses to not always despawn when intended. Added hit volumes at the feet of all brute enemies to ensure attacks from players more consistently register. Yes. Thank God. Thank God, because those big brutes, like when you're trying to hit them and like you're at their feet, especially the large ones, like you just can't reach them with, especially with like a hatchet or something with not as big of a swing as like a great axe or hammer. It's just it was a pain. I have like a highlight somewhere of me trying to fight one solo and like I just couldn't hit him, and that was my problem. Model size of Banes. Economy, progression, and loot. Faction change cooldown is reduced to 60 days from 120. Okay. Repair kit weight has been reduced from 2 to 0.1. Okay, cool. We felt 2 was too heavy and 0.1 is not very heavy at all. It should be easy to keep a few at the ready in your back pocket. Yeah, you can literally keep hundreds of little repair kits now without much consequence. Added the item Chunk of Consecrated Iron to the top rank of the faction shop for all factions. Chunks of Consecrated Iron are used to craft the Resilient perk for armor items. Oh, very nice. Okay, that's gonna be cool. My camera froze, why? I need to figure out why that keeps happening and fix it. Or just invest in a new camera, I guess. Economy, all trading posts have been linked. Oh, but first, I'm excited. You can get the Resilient perk for armor items. You can craft it. You can craft it real nice from the faction shop. Economy. All trading posts have been linked. Both the listing tax and purchase tax will be paid to the territory where the buy or sell order was listed. Items listed in sell orders that expire are returned to the settlement from which they were posted. It is no longer possible to place items on the trading post for 28 days. The maximum is now 14 days. Reduced durability lost from PvP deaths by 10%. Okay. Reduce the quantity of honey gained from apiaries by 50%. The amount of milk from cows by 65%. Honey trees are unaffected by this change. We made this change because the volume of milk and honey in the world is higher than our initial estimates. The bees and cows are happy about this change. Yeah, I know it's real easy just from the settlement to farm up a bunch of honey and milk, and it's like, I don't know, it's just free, and I guess they didn't expect players to be so eager to get some free stuff, and boy are we. Let's see here. Housing taxes are now due every 7 days instead of every 5 days. No changes to cost, so players will gain 2 days of housing time without an increase to their taxes. Very cool. Progression. Reduced territory standing gains from cooking, as they are a bit more generous when compared to similar efforts put into other crafting trade skills. Updated Harpless Homestead Town project to now require 1 mission item instead of 5. Increased the XP requirements for progressing crafting trade skills. Once players unlock a new tier of recipes, e.g. iron to steel, the XP requirements to continue progressing by just crafting things at the previous tier will be significantly diminished. Oh no. However, it should still take the same amount of effort to progress the crafting skill if you craft items in the highest tier you're capable of crafting. So, that makes sense, right? But at the same time, I don't know, I almost feel like maybe they should have changed the XP volume that you need to level, and then scaled or maybe scaled the XP volume and then scaled. I guess it's easier to do this way than what I'm thinking of. Oh well, no more hoarding low-level items and getting the most out of them. Trade skills, potion crafting upgrade. We felt that some of the higher tier core potions, particularly health potions, mana potions, were a little too difficult to craft. I agree. So we updated the recipes to craft these items and introduced a new alchemical component to do so. Alkahest. Alkahest is crafted by distilling the magical herbs found throughout Eternum and serves as a reliable and potent base for potions going forward. Very cool. Okay, so they're kind of combining herbs and stuff into a potion base. So you can use a potion base and then go from there with your different potions, I suppose. Rare resources from gathering nodes. Thanks to the reports in the forums, we found a probability issue with rare resources from tier 2, 3, and 4 gathering nodes and resolved it. Thanks to everyone who contributes to making New World better with your reports. The short version is we had a couple of probabilities that were multiplying each other, resulting in a near zero chance of some already rare items dropping. This combined with an issue that could make it next to impossible for an item to drop if your luck values were too high. Not exactly how luck should work. Which translated into a luck sweet spot that you had to be in to even have a chance, that near zero chance at getting a drop. With this fix, things like Fey Iron, Void Metal, Phase Fiber, and Petrified Wood should now have an appropriate chance to drop after you reach a certain trade skill level. Good. This chance can be increased by eating the appropriate trade skill when gathering. Appropriate trade skill food. Trade skill foods also enable the possibility for these to drop before you would ordinarily be able to receive them based on your trade skill level alone, albeit at a very rare rate. Huh, cool. Fishing. Opening fishing mission now requires 3 woodlouse bait instead of 5. They need to do more with fishing. I'm sorry. They gotta do something. They gotta like up the fishing XP or I don't know. Loot rewards added several named items as special drops from named knights around the world. Found around the world. Knights that are quest targets don't have special drops. Added a new style of weapons that drop from the knight enemy type. Rook's defense tower shield now has a tower shield appearance instead of a kite shield appearance. Added a set of weapons designed by the participants of the Battle for New World event. These weapons are tier 5 and capable of being legendary if they roll a gear score of 600. Nice. Notable bug fixes. Players can no longer create buy orders for items that cannot exist. Fixed an issue that was causing bread and cheese baits from being craftable. Okay, it's not a good sentence, guys. Somebody needs to proofread these a little better. I mean, I can barely read as it is, but geez. Players can no longer post sell orders when their storage is full. Fix an issue that was causing boars and alligators to grant more skinning XP than intended. Fix an issue that could cause players to come across bags of discarded items not belonging to them and couldn't be correctly interacted with. Fix an issue that prevented town project mission items from resetting the mission state when dropped. Fix an issue that was causing quick left mouse button taps when reeling in a fish to cause the reeling to happen automatically, which could make it very difficult to control the line tension. Fix an issue that was causing higher tier common items to drop from certain low level enemies. Fix an issue that was causing small and large star metal and orichalcum veins to give the opposite amount of ore when mined. Fix an issue with a syndicate armor piece that was causing it to have a much higher gear score, and by extension, level requirement, than it should. Please note that this fix will affect existing instances of that item. Fix an issue that was causing gold and platinum ingots to require a smelter one tier higher than they should. Fix an issue that was causing some named crafted items to present a legendary, but craft is epic. Now they should be appropriate presets as epic. Fix an issue that was allowing fire staves to be crafted with unrefined woods. Added new craft mods to the game to account for a small number of perks that could roll on items but were unable to be assigned in crafting. Fixed an issue where some craft mods were dropping in-game but were unable to be traded on the trading post. Similarly, the trading post listed some craft mods that were deprecated and not dropping. Huh. These have also been removed as listable on the trading post. We removed some deprecated and non-functional craft mods from the drop list. If you possess one of these items, it has been changed to a different functional item. Star Metal Arcanist Charm has been converted to seal. Here's all the charms so it'll be interesting to see if any of these change in my inventory, but I don't know. Fix an issue that caused attribute mods to not be usable as an ingredient when crafting repair kits. Fix an issue that caused repair kits to charge a coin fee when used. Fix an issue that caused certain pieces of weaponsmithing armors to not drop. Let's see here. My music's just done, I guess. That's okay. Should I replay it? I don't know. Whatever. UX, UI, and social streamer mode updates. Players can now individually block company invites, group invites, friend invites, coin transfer, trade requests, duel requests, and chat direct messages. Choosing the full do not disturb will turn off all incoming notifications. Nice. Added notifications to the sending player to let them know their invites or requests are blocking when sending a player actively using streamer mode. Salvage and repair. Added a tooltip on damaged gear indicator explaining how to repair. Added the damaged gear indicator to the inventory screen when a player has damaged gear. Added a tutorial pop-up to better explain repair parts. Highlighted repair all and repair buttons to make them clearer. Notable bugs. We now prevent players from locking in player-to-player trades that would result in inventory overflow. Players near the coin cap are prevented from doing trades that would cause one player to exceed the cap and therefore lose coin. Added a quest icon and highlight animations to crafting items that are required for quests. Fixed a bug that caused titles to be reset after each game update. Added proper icons to a number of items that were missing icons in the trading post. Leaving a group during a war caused you to leave the war without warning. Players can no longer leave groups during war, but they can leave the war after confirming they want to do so. Fixed a bug sometimes the tier of crafting and refining stations shown on the map fly out were wrong. Added a confirmation prompt when attempting to take all from storage shed to avoid annoying accidental misclicks. We now show an icon to members of your own faction when they are flagged. Cool. This should help players determine if they have nearby reinforcement or sufficient numbers for a PvP engagement. Because it's really hard, there's no way to tell if somebody friendly is PvP flagged or not. So it's like you think you might be getting help coming and you're not. Upcoming Warren Invasion tooltip on the map will now remain closed and not appear when you open the map if you close the notification until the next war invasion. Woo! Woo! That's a good one. That's like the top tier right there. So tired of hitting X on that thing every single time. If foreign language strings are missing, it will no longer show debug strings. It will show the English text instead for better context. All right, I think that's like an hour of reading patch notes I just did. Probably gonna chop that one down to upload on YouTube because there's a lot of information in here. Some of it's more prevalent than others. I think the biggest takeaways are they're trying to balance weapons better. They are adding some new content that'll be exciting and interesting to try out. And they're still working with the community, which I love to see. A lot of people are getting a lot of hate for this game for the state that it's in, but it's a brand new MMO, and there's so much room for improvement. It's not a perfect game by any means. But I'll die on this hill of I'll give them the benefit of the doubt because I'm really looking forward to what direction they go with it. And I'm gonna withhold all my negative feelings about the not small problems. A lot of them are big problems, but I'm gonna withhold my negative feelings about a lot of the problems here and there until I can confirm, confirm that they're going the right direction with the game. And so far, it seems like they're really active with the community. They are paying attention to what we're saying, and they're trying to do their best to fix it. So for now, I'll let them have that, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, they keep improving and keep growing, and we get some more content and some cool stuff, and some more variety with things, with quests and mobs and all that good stuff. Yeah, very cool. What I'll probably do is I'll chop this out on YouTube, but put it on YouTube, and then I'll leave the full highlight on Twitch, so that way if anybody wants to sit here and listen to me read all of this, they can sit here and listen to me read all of this. But otherwise, I'm gonna try to chop out some of the more important bits regarding the new stuff and a lot of those economy updates and UI updates and stuff, as compared to, all this additional stuff about all the weapons and everything. But yeah, that's it. I'm gonna AFK for a moment, and I got kicked from the game. Let's go ahead and log back in. Very cool though. Very cool to see these updates rolling out pretty consistently. It seems, I think they like every other week they've had a good update. I think they're supposed to be like weekly updates or something, but maybe it is weekly. I don't know. Time is an illusion, and I'm not paying attention to it, so that is what it is.